with your host, George Suchy.
Hello, welcome to RBTV's The Late Hour. This is going to be a talk show with extra skits, extra funny, and extra fun. Please stay tuned. This year I met Alex Voorhees. I now consider him a good friend and a better enemy. He gave me the inspiration for this short film, simply entitled My Documents.
My documents! My documents!
My documents!
Kevin Peng is one of my good friends. Last year he came into the RBTV studio and tried cafeteria food. This time he took me to downtown Chicago and we went to Franken Dogs. Hello, welcome to The Late Hour. I'm here with my good friend Kevin Peng.
George, nice seeing you again.
Nice to see you, and we're here at Franken Dogs in downtown Chicago. I'm here with Chef Joe, and he's prepared many delicious salads. What's on this one?
Oh, this is our beet salad. So it's a roasted golden and red beet tossed with some orange marmalade, pickled red onions, arugula, goat cheese, and a little bit of fried beets on top.
Looks very good. And
Thanks.
What is the second one?
This is our Brussels sprout salad. It's a shaved Brussels sprouts tossed with toasted pistachios, blood orange oil, Parmesan cheese, dill, lemon zest, and lemon juice.
Wow. And then this third one, this looks like a two-hander.
This is the big daddy here. This is our lyonnaise fry to take on the classic French lyonnaise salad. It's our house-made French fries tossed with some Dijon braising liquid that we braise our pig cheeks in. We wilt a little arugula and then put a poached egg on top.
Wow. That's an egg on top?
Yes, yep.
That looks absolutely delicious.
Oh, yes.
I cannot wait to eat these.
Right on.
Hi, well, first we got the Brussels sprout salad. What's your opinion on this, just by the looks?
Well, you know, Brussels sprouts is not something that, growing up, if you ever had those just boiled Brussels sprouts,
Yes.
it's not everyone's favorite. So the chef here did some interesting takes on it, added some blood orange oil, some lemon zest, some Parmesan cheese. So there should be a lot of interesting flavors going on. So I say we take a bite and just see what you think. Now, before we even talk about anything, I think immediately what I'm looking for is balance. Mm-hmm. And when I mean balance, I mean, is it too salty? Is it too sweet? Is it too sour? Is it too bitter? When food is really well, basically there's a balance of everything. You get a little bit of each going on. You get some nice texture. Now, I haven't even eaten this, so I don't even know what this is like, so I'll take it back. You need to ask Quest Food to replicate the salad, I think. Salad, I'm just going by what this menu says. Roasted golden and red beets, arugula, pickled red onions, orange marmalade, champagne vinaigrette, and shrimp. So let's taste it. Well,
Do you have any opinions before we dig in?
you know, beets and cheese are really, I like especially goat cheese.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting combination. I always like it a lot. So what I think you should do is take one of these beets and one of these little crumbles of goat cheese and just try it. And let me know what you think. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of that goatiness. And what I like about this is, you know, we talk about different contrasting flavors and different contrasting textures. You have something that's really creamy in the chèvre, which is this goat cheese here, and then you have something sweet and solid, like the beets themselves, and then you have something fried and crispy. And so
Right.
the combination of all of that, I think really makes this a really good salad.
Yeah, it mixes together very well. I like how the goat cheese is extra creamy. Usually when I eat it at school or at home, it's a more crunchy type of cheese.
Now, I would consider, again, this is really bad that I'm using my fingers, but try a little bit of the pickled red onions and see how that even adds a whole other twist to it. Try it with the onions, the cheese, the arugula, have everything in one bite.
I use my
Do
hands.
it. So when you have everything working together in sync, I think that's when you make a really good. Aha, these are the Lyonnaise fries. Now, Lyonnaise is based on a very classic warm French salad called salade lyonnaise, and basically it has a poached egg, it has arugula and lardon, which is basically really thick, crispy bacon.
Okay.
And so we have fries and this poached egg in the middle, which I think you should do the honor and pop that sucker and let all the yolk flow out. Oh yeah, look
There
at
it
that.
is. Look at that. There's an egg on top of these French fries, which I
Yes.
find.
I
Is
think try that. You know, I mean, like fries and potatoes and eggs. I think you should just dig right in. And then instead of the bacon lardon, they have braised pork cheeks. And pork cheeks are generally the most. It's a really tender cut of the pork. So,
all of it just kind of melted.
oh yeah. I don't think you can eat this whole thing and not be full. That's impossible. No.
It's very interesting to see an egg on anything, especially
Yeah.
French fries.
You know, eggs on burgers, eggs on French fries. I love it. I mean, notice what's different about this. What's different? I mean, what do you see automatically see that's different?
The bun.
The bun. The bun. I think this is one of my favorite things about this restaurant is they serve everything on a lobster roll. And in New England, they have this thing called the lobster roll, which is basically a sandwich, a warm sandwich with lobster, mayo, celery. It's super, super delicious. And I like how sturdy this bun is. But I see you're really hungry, so I think you can take a bite.
Ah. In
It's
the food
very,
world,
yeah,
that's
it's like
bad.
pull apart.
Yeah,
you know,
pull apart.
Yeah,
That's
tender,
my point.
pork tender.
It's
Now,
very, very good.
what I really like is, again, I like contrasting flavors. So if you take a little bite of that short rib and take a little bit of that kimchi as well, and just notice how it just works with each other. I mean, one is tart and crunchy, and the other one is very rich and beefy. So when you taste those two things together,
It's very good.
so we're gonna move on to the next one.
Okay.
It's called the Kosher Killer. Now,
This is a
this
very
has
pretty
got an
one.
interesting history because there's a show you're talking about called
Yeah.
Bizarre Foods, and the host, Andrew Zimmer, in fact, we were actually here a couple months ago, we were filming this, and he came up with this particular sandwich right here. And it has pork sausage, black forest ham, sweet and sour red cabbage, Bavarian mustard, sour cream, and a beet foam. Beet foam. The flavors, it reminds me of, there's a lot of like Germanic flavor, meaning
Yeah.
it tastes like Germany to
Yeah.
me. There's that, there are the sweet, the red cabbage, the sour red cabbage. It almost tastes like sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Ham, you know?
The thick cut of ham, it's almost an inch thick. It is a huge piece of ham.
Right.
And then the bun again mixes perfectly with it all.
I love it. This is the tur-doggin, and this is actually one of my favorite hot dogs at this place. It's basically a turkey and date sausage with, I'm just looking at it here, crispy duck confit, which is basically duck that's been cooking in its own fat, okay? And it's got a herb garlic aioli, house pickled onions, and pickled carrots. So this is supposed to taste like Thanksgiving. So duck confit is basically duck that's been cooking in duck fat for 12 hours. So it's really tender.
Yeah, it's very
really
rich.
crispy, and it tastes very. It's really good. I think. I like this place a lot. I think they're doing a lot of creative
Yeah.
stuff. I love how they're taking a simple, humble food like the hot dog and turning it into really, white tablecloth like restaurant food.
Right. I like it. Like the saying, 5-star dining on a bun.
Please welcome tonight's musical guest, Erik Kramer.
Good things come, and they go. Sometimes so fast, you never do know. The happiness of a warm embrace. It's left as quick as a smile on your face. And so it seems you don't need me. Wish I could say the same for you. But will that happiness come running? When the night meets the morning sky. And I've been trying to give it time. And I've been wanting a meeting of minds. 'Cause we don't talk like we should. We don't laugh like we could. And so it seems you don't need me. Wish I could say the same for you. But will that happiness come running? When the night meets the morning sky. 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 When the night meets the morning sky.
Thank you for watching The Late Hour. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, all the cast, and all the crew. Stay classy.
All right, that was perfect. Okay, is that it?
Yes.
George Suchy.